Hello, my name is Max Mingo, and welcome to the 4th episode of For the Love of Comics. Today will be a trade paperback review, and it is going to be Captain America / Iron Man Civil War. It's a continuation of Civil War with the strengths of Steve Rogers, Captain America, and Tony Stark as Iron Man. Okay, now the authors and the illustrators. This is a long list. Here we go. This book is written by Ed Brubaker, Charles Knopf, I believe that's how you say that, Daniel Knopf, Christos Gage, Brian Michael Bendis, and on art is Mike Perkins, Lee Weeks, and Patrick Zurcher. I'm sorry, guys. I did my best. I wasn't expecting this at all, but this is a much more reserved, serious psychological battle than its predecessor. This is a very dialogue-heavy story about the two title characters dealing with the harsh effects of civil war. And that's probably my favorite aspect of the book, watching these two characters psychologically deal with what has happened to their friendship, coping with the current situation, and having to realize how their mindset has changed. Besides Cap and Iron Man, I think the supporting characters that really shine in this book are Sue Storm, Agent Sharon, Spider-Man, sort of, Red Skull, and Victor Von Doom. Bucky Barnes also has a good part in this book. He is working with Nick Fury and trying to figure out certain situations and mysteries, and he progresses the story quite nicely. He has a backup story, but I wasn't really a fan of it. Overall, my thoughts on this book are kind of short because I thought it was okay. It was not great. It was fine. Yeah, action isn't everything. You need some good dialogue to help progress the story, and I know that fact just as much as the next guy, but this was a lot of talking and discussing. A lot more happens in Captain America's chapter. It also has better art. This is the chapter where he discusses and tries to make amends with Tony Stark. He is also interacting a lot with Agent Sharon after what happened with them, and she's also trying to convince him to stop this. Like, you can't go on much longer. You know that this is killing you. And Cap is thinking, well, then you're opposing me. And she's saying that I'm not necessarily opposing you. I'm just pretending to. I'm just pretending to be on the other side. But really, she's in a gray area. But since she is infatuated with Steve Rogers and vice versa, she helps him along while also trying to hide that from her superiors. Iron Man's chapter is really the one that kind of brought this book down a lot for me because there's many scenes like this where it's just people trying to convince him that he should stop. And it's not the most compelling thing, it's not the most exciting thing to read. That's not to say there wasn't any exciting moments. There's a very good action scene with Happy Hogan that created quite a lot of tension. There's also a football field fight that I was like, see, this is good stuff. Even though I did like Captain America's chapter better, my favorite scene and moment is in Iron Man's chapter. It's really powerful. It's Sue Storm talking to Tony Stark. They have a little argument. It ends, and you see all the characters thinking about what they're doing and what they've done, all while trying to just progress with their daily lives. All while the prayer of Our Father is narrated, and it really shows how much this war is beating down our characters and our heroes mentally. They're on the brink of giving up with themselves and giving up on trying to fix everything. They're just going to fight it out and just see what sticks. The scene where Captain America and Iron Man talk and look back on the Sentinels issue and their past fights and when they were a team with the Avengers, that stuff is fantastic, and that's why I still can recommend this book to you. And then I remember stuff like what happened to Doctor Doom and Red Skull. I think they're in 2 scenes in this book just plotting their evil plan, and there really isn't any finality to what they're saying, and we never see them again. Agent Sharon does have some really good scenes in this book, but again, she kind of just gets cut off. And I know Civil War: The Confession, everyone was like, oh my god, that was so great. It was fine. I know that's my common opinion about this book right now, but I can see why everybody thinks it's powerful. Near the end, I was like, damn, okay, that, I didn't expect that. While the quality of the dialogue isn't really what I'm griping about here, if they were to improve it by a little bit and make it less comic booky and add a bit of humanity to it, it should have had a more bite to it, if you know what I mean. I'm going to reference the movie Civil War just for an example. If I see a situation poured south, can't ignore it. Sometimes I wish I could. No, you don't. No, I don't. Protection. Is that how you say this? This is protection? It's internment, Tony. She's not a US citizen and they don't grant visas to weapons of mass destruction. She's a kid. Give me a break! Yeah, and I know that's actual people talking because it's a movie. It's just a little less robotic, if you know what I'm saying. Yes, this book felt sluggish. Yes, it was kind of boring at times, but there are really good moments sprinkled through and through. I love the psychological torture that these characters are going through, and I recommend with expectations that you read this book. So yeah, especially if you like Marvel and you love Civil War, you should check this out if you haven't already, because this came out how many years ago. I'll have links in the description either way. But now I'm going to be giving you my 3 recommendations for Marvel Comics this Wednesday, the 18th. First up, I recommend Venomverse #1, then Doctor Strange #26, that has to be one of the best covers I've seen in a long time, and the all-new Guardians of the Galaxy #12. Just seeing Cable on the cover, I'm like, yeah, I'll go. And that about wraps it up. Thank you very much for watching another episode of For the Love of Comics. Oh, and have a great day, you wonderful people.